Okay, we'd like to introduce you to the full house. She's a 2022 East-West Entrada, and she sleeps 7. And as you can see, she's a Class C. And she's almost 32 feet long. She has a full-size awning. And then, let's show you the keys here. So we'll begin from opening the door. So I'm a set of keys here. It's a small little key. And it just opens it right up. It's the same key for both locks. Okay, we can go ahead and go inside. So as you can see, we have the screen door here as we enter. And all you have to do is just pull the handle down and it opens up the screen. So if you want some fresh air and don't want the bugs in, as you walk inside here, you're going to notice switches. So this one here is the disconnect. This is only turned off when we put it in storage. When you're on your trip, it stays on. You have your awning switch here. This is the awning light. And we have solar power, so the solar keeps the batteries up, and the batteries are located right here underneath the step. And these are the house batteries. So as we walk inside here, you'll notice straight ahead we have a really nice futon bed, and Jenny's going to open it up for us. You just pull it up. And it just kind of extends out. And that's nice. That's really comfortable for a little one. Okay. And then at night, you can just push down the seat belts. To put it back, we just kind of lift it up and push it back. Nice. Then we have over here our dinette. We will, in a few moments, show you how to put that down. In the back here, we have our control panel. So on the control panel here is where we level the unit and we put out the slide. It tells us how much propane we have. And in a moment here, we're going to go ahead and bring out the slide and level it. So when we want to go ahead and put the jacks down, the first thing we have to do is make sure this light is flashing. The engine is on, the brake is set. If the light isn't flashing, then you have to redo the brake until that light is flashing. That gives us power to the unit. So what we're going to do now is we're going to put our, this is our air conditioner, so she's going to show you how we're going to zoom in on that. Press the button once. Is that how we do it, Jenny?
Once for fan, twice for air conditioning.
Okay.
Set the temperature up and down. Right now it's at 74. If you need heat, you would push it one more time and set your heat. And then one more time turns it on.
Excellent. So now we have the generator running, the engine on. AC just popped on, which is nice because it's very hot today. And we're going to go ahead and first level the vehicle. So we have to level it before we bring out these slides. So she's pointing up there. She's going to turn it on. And it says ready, jacks up. So that means the jacks, 4 jacks underneath are up. What we're going to do is hit auto level. And it's going to go through its little, you got to hold it for about 2 seconds. And all of a sudden you're going to feel the unit move around. Sometimes this can take up to a couple of minutes. So it kind of like tells it says it's going, it's grounding the jacks. It's leveling left side. Now it's leveling the front. So the nice thing about the automatic jacks is, you just basically have to push the button. Sometimes you will have to go into and do it manually, but that'll be on a separate video. I'll show you how to do that manually. So when you do park the vehicle, make sure you're on pretty level ground. It's kind of hard for these. They won't actually adjust really well if you're on too much of an incline or a slope. Sometimes if it gives you a bad time, you actually have to abort it and turn it off. Here it says auto level success, so that means everything's fine. Sometimes you actually have to move the vehicle, and we're going to turn that off. And maybe a foot or two, either move it forward or move it backwards, and then you have to start the process again. So now that we've done that, we're able to just go down here to the slides. So we have 2 slides on this coach. Oops. And we're going to go ahead and just kind of hold it. And the slide is going to go up. So as the slide is going out, really opens up the space. So now the slide is completely out and our jacks are down. So we are in the back bedroom, and against the wall here we have another slide. So we have just a slide just for the back bedroom. Again, you see that little red light was on from the beginning. We're going to go ahead and just hold it until the slide is completely out. It's a nice size room when it's out. You can see against the wall there. Perfect. So now you're able to get around. You get your cabinets opened up here. We've got a TV. We've got plenty of storage. We have more storage here for towels and clothes. And down below. So this just makes it a nice little room. There's a sliding screen here, so you can have some privacy. So we're back here at the command center, and we're going to check our tanks. So let's see if I get a good picture here. The first one here shows low on. I'm sorry, I couldn't see which one you were pressing.
Galley.
So that's the galley.
Galley and gray are connected.
Okay, so the galley and the gray are the gray water, so from your shower, from your sink. The black water here shows it's what, 2/3?
A third.
A third. And that is from the restroom, from the bathroom toilet. The next one is
Battery.
Battery. So you can see we have 4 lights, and that's fully charged. And then LPG is our propane, so it shows we just filled it up, so it shows 4 lights on that. Now, if you want to use the water, if you're not hooked up to the city, you would turn on the water pump here. So you choose the restroom or the shower or the sink, so that way you have water pressure. When you're hooked up to the campsite, you use their water pressure, so you don't have to turn this on.
That would be fresh water right here, fresh.
And that is fresh water is full.
The tank is on the right side to fill up the water tank.
Yes. So when we go outside, we'll show you where everything hooks up.
Lights.
Those are lights. And then you have living room and kitchen lights. Okay, you have the Arctic pack. So the Arctic pack is the tank warmers. So when it gets really, really cold out there, you need to protect the pipes, just like if you live back east in the cold weather. You don't want your pipe to freeze. So these are, you would turn this on, so that way you keep the tanks warm and won't have any poopsicles. Okay, so this is the gas.
I've never used that.
So this, actually what this does, I think it does the same thing as my other units. So when you want to heat water and you're out dry camping, you're not hooked up to anything, you would turn on the propane, so that would heat that up. So then the other thing is too, when you turn on your generator, we'll show you how to do that. You get this neat little key fob, and you can actually start from inside the vehicle. You do want to make sure that this is turned off completely. You'll have to press the button to make sure the air conditioning is off, because we don't want any surge when we try to put strain on the unit, on the generator.
Start it here.
And you can also start it here. So we have a little key fob, and we have it here. So you want to go ahead and shut it off? So we are going to come in here now, and we are going to start the generator. So we're going to hold down the switch, and we're going to prime it, and you're going to see a little red light come on in a moment. When we do that, we're going to hold the switch up to start it, and yeah, just kind of hold it until you feel it start. Sometimes you have to hold it for 10 seconds, and we're doing it manually inside. We also have the key fob, which is kind of nice, kind of spoils you. You just kind of press the button, hold it until it starts. Now you notice that we have the AC off because we don't want to put an extra load on it. So in order to turn that on, we're going to press it until it says,
There's a little snowflake at the bottom.
little snowflake on there. And now it'll kick on. You have to give it a couple of seconds, and then it'll kick on. So now we have air conditioning on the inside. All right. So we are in the bedroom, and we are going to turn on the air conditioner after the Air Force flies by. We'll do it in between planes here. We live up here by the Air Force Base. Love our guys. Okay, so you can see we're going to actually manually turn it on.
temperature, colder. This is just fan on the black side.
This is nice. You can adjust it in here. And this is just specifically for the bedroom. So you have your own AC unit back here. And you can open up these vents and direct it whichever way you want it. Nice. And then you turn it off. You just simply turn it on. So again, you always want to make sure everything is turned off before you turn it on. We have a really nice refrigerator here. It's very roomy. It's rather large. If you notice inside here, we have the settings. So what you want to do is if you're going to turn it off, you're going to hold that round button that says set for about 5-6 seconds, and it'll actually turn off the unit. Same thing with the freezer up top here. So that one's kind of short. That one we just turn off. But there's really no reason to turn it on or off. At the doorway, you saw that disconnect switch. When we put them in storage, we turn off that switch and it automatically turns this off. And then there's also a lock here. So when you're traveling, your food doesn't fly out. This is our microwave convection oven combo. And really pretty simple, self-explanatory. You can go ahead and tell us what to do.
Put in your time and click start. They've got some preset timers. If you want to do convection, you would click that, do your temperature,
and then hit start for how long?
Right.
And then hit enter. Okay. Perfect. Okay, let's do the stove here. So we're just going to lift the lid, it kind of folds, and then it folds back again. And so we have a nice 3-burner stove. And it's very simple to turn on. We're just going to go ahead and turn the knob. And then click it. Making a liar out of us. Have that little light.
It flicked.
Okay.
But it's not getting the gas, I don't think. There we go.
There we go. So, then we can adjust the temperature high or low.
From experience, very rarely use it on high. It goes very hot.
Okay, so it does cook hot. So, and then when we want to turn it off, we just turn the knob. Excellent. Nice. This is our TV. We can actually turn it on manually, or we can use the remote. And there we go. It's got a really nice picture. So you see this little ribbon, I guess you can call it. You just kind of pull that down, and that will allow you to unhook from the back wall. Now you can actually move around whatever direction. You can move it out, and you can watch it from the couch or from the bed or from the bunk above, and it's kind of nice. There you go. That's cool. And then when we want to put it back in place when you're traveling, you're going to go ahead and pull that down, that ribbon, and push it back so it locks it in place. Perfect. Now we have some music here for inside and outside. So we're just going to go ahead and turn the power button on. And you notice here we have a little remote, which is kind of nice. Or we can just do it manually. I believe the first one there, the first arrow is for music inside.
Inside and outside.
Okay, so the first one is inside. The second one over is outside. So you actually have stereo outside.
You can be on both at the same time, but if you want it off.
What was that? I'm sorry, I didn't catch you. You can play both of them at the same time?
Yes, they were both on.
Okay.
Turn it off, hold the button down.
Okay. So when you want them on, you got to hold it. When you turn them off, you have to hold it down for a second or two.
Okay, actually, hold it to turn on if it's off in the off position.
Okay.
So since it's in the on, to get it off, hold it. Now it's off, you got to hold it to turn it on.
Okay, and then turn it on and do the same thing.
Yes. Radio. USB, that would be this cord here.
Okay.
Bluetooth, so if you have music on your phone that you want to play, you can turn your Bluetooth off of your phone. It's Furion, and it gives you some directions. Yeah.
There, right?
And you can listen to music or an audiobook.
Okay.
Volumes here, fast forward and rewind. I'm not sure. These have something to do with calling, but
Okay. So we'll go ahead and power it off by just holding the button down and holding it to the this is our shower here. We want to go ahead and heat up the water for about 6-7 minutes before we turn it on. Of course, it's a good old shower, camping shower, so you're going to actually regulate it from the top there. It only heats 6 gallons at a time, so you're going to take it and you're going to turn it on and off here at the head, and then soap up, and then go ahead and rinse off, and then you can control here at the in the wall here, turning it on and off. Also, there we go. And then this here slides, and then it has a little latch here on the inside where it just kind of stays closed. You just kind of have to get that. Whoops! Surprise!
I'm sure it's easier to do on the inside.
So we have the overhead bunk here, and what we're going to do is we're going to take.
These are for the chairs. If you turn them around, it sits you a little higher if you want to sit.
Okay. So the chairs, as we can turn them, yeah. It's kind of nice. You gotta love those handles, because that's where the ladder goes. Excellent. Nice. Just put our ladder here and up we go. So does it tell you how many pounds this will hold?
It probably did. I had an 18 and a 20-year-old.
Yeah, I know they're over 250 pounds. It's pretty sturdy. Okay, so it's time to bring the slide in. So we're going to make sure there's nothing in the way. Everything is kind of cleaned around the different areas in the front too, and the chair's pulled forward. And then we're going to go back here to the wall. Again, the light is on. The little red light is on, so that means we have power. And we're just going to kind of hold the little thing that says in and bring it in until the unit is all the way in. So just to recap real quickly, you never want to take the slide and bring it out without it being the leveling jack's down. So we always want to make sure that's down to support the slide, because these slides do weigh a lot. And so now that the unit is in, we're going to go ahead and we're going to get ready to go here. So let's go ahead and bring it in. We're going to turn our unit back on for the levelers. And it says ready jacks down, so it's telling us, it's reminding us that the jacks are down. And this part's really simple. We're just kind of going to go to retract and push that and hold it for 1 or 2 seconds. And then you're going to feel the unit jump. So of course when they go back up, they don't take as long as they do when they go down. So, and then it'll tell us when it's ready. And hear a little bit of the motor running, and now it says ready, jacks up. Now go ahead and turn the system off, and now we're ready to actually go on our way. A source here, and the source will actually take us to like FM, USB.
USB is down here.
And the USB is down here.
Or maybe it's here?
No.
There it is. That's the
so
USB.
there's a little USB there, okay.
If you're putting music on your phone and you want
So
to
you can put your phone in there, and then that
way.
way you can use your Bluetooth
Or if you have a playlist.
playlist. Okay.
You don't have
Awesome.
Wi-Fi, you're driving down the road.
Right.
And then
So this
auxiliary.
Bluetooth
Bluetooth,
audio.
that's Bluetooth
Is there a
if you
code?
wanna-
Is there a code or anything that we need when we set up the phone?
Probably not. It may say Sony on it on
Okay.
your phone. Usually that's what they do. They show the brand
Yeah.
name.
Sometimes they ask you for like a code, like 0000.
I can try it. Pandora.
Okay. Sirius. All right.
We don't have that
No, we're not
set up.
hooked up to that. Okay. The tuner.
Tuner.
So then when I want to change stations, let's turn the volume there.
Tuner maybe.
Okay. And I'm just looking to see how we turn it off. It's a little one right there next to it. I'm not sure. I think you hold that one down. I know. There's a little button there
I
to the
think
left.
that would be the power button.
Do we just kind of hold it maybe?
That's what it. Hold it
So you
down.
have to hold down the button
Yeah, hold the
3 seconds. Excellent, thank you. Got it. Okay, so it's time to bring the slide in. So we're going to make sure there's nothing in the way. Everything is kind of cleaned around the different areas of the front too, and the chair's pulled forward. And then we're going to go back here to the wall. Again, the light is on. The little red light is on, so that means we have power. And we're just going to kind of hold the little thing that says in and bring it in until the unit is all the way in. So just to recap real quickly, you never want to take the slide and bring it out without it being the leveling jack's down. So we always want to make sure it's down to support the slide because these slides do weigh a lot. And so now that the unit is in, we're going to go ahead and we're going to get ready to go here. So let's go ahead and bring it in. We're going to turn our unit back on for the levelers. And it says ready jacks down, so it's telling us, it's reminding us that the jacks are down. And this part's really simple. We're just kind of going to go to retract and push that and hold it for 1 or 2 seconds. And then you're going to feel the unit jump. So, of course, when they go back up, they don't take as long as they do when they go down. So, and then it'll tell us when it's ready. Now it says ready, jacks up. Now, go ahead and turn the system off. And now we're ready to actually go on our way. Okay, so right here we have actually just installed, we're going to twist on the hose real good, make sure it's snug. Okay, there's a little cap that you can see hanging off of that. We just took that off of there. And we're going to take the end of the hose, and we're here at the dump site. And we're going to go ahead and connect. Now these little risers are really nice because they will give you that downhill to make it easier for you to empty everything. And we're just going to come over here. Every place is different, so I suggest there's this little funnel, I guess you can say, and that'll help keep everything secure. So when you do open up the handles, we're just going to attach that.
Just push it in.
Yeah, just pushes it, and then you're going to attach it to your hose here.
Hold on. So I put the flat side in.
And then go ahead and just kind of make sure that's in there secure. Make sure it's nice and snug. And then go ahead and put that there. Now when you leave, make sure you take it out and don't drive away without it. Okay, so now we're going to come back over here. And you're going to notice there are a black valve and where's the gray valve?
On the other side.
Oh, okay, so this one's the black valve.
Always empty the black first.
Yes. So on my other unit, the black and gray are next to each other. So you can hear you're dumping it.
The unit comes with an orange hose to hook in to rinse out.
Okay.
It would be black tank flush. This one happens to have its own hose, so I'm just going to hook that one.
So that's nice. So on this one here, make sure it's not the top one. Make sure it's the bottom one that says black tank flush. We are using the hose that is provided here.
Your water at your
at the dump site.
Campsite. Your city water, if you're hooked up.
Right, but here at the dump site, we're using their hose.
Then you just turn it on.
And notice that we still haven't pushed that black hose in at all. So we're just going to flush it. And the black lever is out still. And it is now going through our hose and cleaning everything out and flushing out the system. And then when we're done there, flushing it after a couple of minutes, we're going to go ahead and turn off the water. And we're going to go to the other side of the RV where the gray tank is. And we're going to pull that lever. We're going to keep everything hooked up. We're going to go on the other side, pull the gray level, and it is going to empty out all of our gray water. Okay, so we're coming around the side here. So we can do this. See this little sign here? It says gray. Underneath there, we're going to pull the gray. And you can hear it.
The reason for doing this 1 second is it rinses out your hose.
Correct.
From the black tank.
Yes, but just remember that you have one on this side too, so you have to do both sides.
It's more for if you don't hook up the extra water to rinse, this would then rinse it out.
Correct. All right. Now we're going to go back to the other side and hook everything and close our levers.